Hello and thank you for joining us on the last edition of Journalist Hangout this week. I'm Benga Oreshegun. Today on the program, Rivers State House of Assembly halts impeachment proceedings against Governor Fubara and his deputy. Economic activities rebound in Anambra, Ebonyi and Enugu State after cancellation of sit at home. And later on the show, police announced 12-hour restriction on movement on election day in FCT. Well, I'll be hanging out with Babajide Kolade, Otitoju, and Tunde Abaton. Journalist Hangout starts right now. Now let's begin the conversation. For sanity in the society, aberrant behaviors must be met with appropriate actions. The Ogun State Police Command has concluded plans to arrest and prosecute a female TikTok user identified as Mirabel after she allegedly admitted that her earlier claim of rape was false. Mirabel made the admission during a viral phone conversation with social media influencer Very Dark Man, popularly known as VDM. An audio recording of the conversation shared online by VDM captured Mirabel admitting that aspects of her initial account were untrue. During the exchange, she also acknowledged creating the threatening TikTok account herself to bolster her narrative. Okay, gentlemen. I mean, because why would anyone choose to come online to mislead the public on such a sensitive issue, and to what end?
Well, it's unfortunate that some women continue to behave like this. Many men have gone to jail, accused wrongly of rape. I remember the case of an American who was jailed and had spent 13 years before the accuser admitted that she lied against him. You've ruined the guy's life. The guy was in tears because where does he begin to pick up the pieces of his life? So I don't know the things that people do just to get attention on social media. And when they say, okay, regulate social media, people will be up in arms, they will be shouting, they will say, no, they want to take away our freedom. But there are people abusing social media. They are using social media to destroy people's homes. They are using social media to commit crime. A lot of the people who will say, okay, I want to buy, I sell this stuff. They dupe people in the process. They dupe them. So I'm happy now that the police have said, okay, she's in hospital now, she's taking some drugs, this and that. When she calms down, they will now put her on trial. That is the right thing to do, at least to serve as a lesson to other people. How many times will women lie against men like this and send men to jail? People always believe that once a woman accuses a man of rape or accuses a man of sexually harassing her, that it has to be true. A lot of the time, it's not true. And some of them have been challenged.
Yes.
To prove it, they can't prove. You can imagine. But we always, people will say, no, it must have happened, it must be true.
She can't lie.
Now this is, yes, she couldn't have lied. Now, this is evidence. You claim that UDN was saying that he's going to make sure that they get justice. Justice for something that didn't happen. Justice for somebody that was never a victim in the first place. So this is it's a lesson.
A lesson.
That it's not every story we hear on social media that we should believe.
True.
And the police have an obligation to make sure that this woman is put on trial. Absolutely. We will do our best to follow up this story so that we can know whether the police actually lived up to their promise to put her on trial, because I can't trust them. At the end of the day, they may just allow her to go, you know?
No, it must not happen. I mean, how did we get here? Come on social media
But
I fell for the video. When I saw, I was moved like this to now know that it's not true.
we have a lot of degeneration in all aspects of our social life because values have been turned upside down. The mere fact that we have, everybody has access to social media, Android phone, does not give you liberty to do what you like. Whatever you must do with your Android phone or with your so-called freedom, there's no freedom that is absolute. So whatever you must do with your so-called freedom must be within the laws of the country. And it does not allow you to go out to defame somebody or to go out to bring somebody down. If an example is not made of this lady, then we will have succeeded in sending a precedence. But if a good example is made of her after her, thank God the Ogun State Police Command issued a release hours ago that they have arrested her. So after arresting her, they should arraign her and let her face the course of justice. Let her admit in the full face of the law and let her face the full wrath of the law.
But
so to serve as a deterrent to others.
Under which provision of the law do you think she'll be charged? False
deliberate misinformation,
cybercrime, or another statute?
Every other thing. She deliberately misinformed and misled the police and the general public. And anyway, the person that has been so accused also has a right to take her to court and take his or her own pound of flesh. I think attitude like this, social misbehavior like this, has to be punished in the severest way so that to serve as a deterrent to make. There are still many other ladies like this who are into all these things, especially among our actresses at the grade, ordinarily pinching you or tapping you because you want to take advantage of the person. You say that the man has
sexually assaulted you.
So
somebody also.
Somebody, I was not going to that.
You say
squeezes your hand like this. You
call that
sexual harassment.
So
a lot because he wants to sleep
including
with
our so-called people high up, legislators or somebody eyeing you or saying that at a time he tried to seduce me. So I think we have to make a good example.
Make a good example.
Do you know how many footballers that they have lied against?
Like that.
Yes, many footballers. And in the end, it was discovered that even Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo, they lied against him.
Okay.
Many players.
Yeah, we have Ade calling in from London. Ade, let's talk. Ade, are you still with us? Okay. Talking about footballers, I saw a video, Neymar almost fell.
Neymar, yes. Neymar.
Lots of them.
So many players that they've lied against.
Since I said everything I want to say, and in Europe or in America, in diaspora, you understand? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, in diaspora, the fear of all African men in diaspora is the fear of women. Because once they started crying, the police will believe whatever they say, and that guy will be in trouble. So everybody is very, very careful in behaving. Like, because he get confessed in his friend that guy did not rape her.
All right, thank you.
17 years.
Thank you so much, Adi. Thank you so much. There should be, she should serve, this should serve as a
No,
deterrent.
they must punish her.
Absolutely.
Police must do his job.
They should. All right, moving straight to our next conversation. In an atmosphere of peace, no one is a loser. As socio-economic activities thrive, the gradual return of commercial and social activities on Monday following the cancellation of the sit-at-home order in the southeast is eliciting joy from traders, transporters, commuters and residents of Anambra, Ebonyi and Enugu states. According to reports, the three states have witnessed increased business activities compared with previous Mondays since the ban, but patronage still remained low pre-restriction levels. I think
before you go to him,
yes,
the police in Ogun State have confirmed that she's now in their custody.
It's not in their custody.
Yes, and she's been interrogated. So let the police do the needful.
Absolutely.
Let the police, so that women who lie against men in this way, some of them, they can learn an exemplary lesson.
They should.
Police should do its job.
Now, away from that, so the good news coming from the southeast those states now that the economic activities has now resumed and is booming. This is good news, isn't it?
Thank God that Governor Soludo was able to seize the initiative about 2 weeks ago by saying that any trader in Onitsha Central Market who refuse to open on Monday, he will forfeit his allotment. So that will send a strong signal that the government is ready to enforce the law. You see, by the time you enforce the law, it will serve as a deterrent. It's unfortunate that the last 5 years, people have readjusted their life to the fact that Monday is a free day. They trade on Saturdays. Some others even open their business on Sundays. But I think there has to be, the thing will be gradual. We should not expect that it will be so, the transformation will be so rapid like this. So thank God that the Southeast is bringing back to life. Thank God that somebody has seized the initiative. If Anambra has done it by carrying the big stick, Enugu has followed, Ebonyi too has followed, let all others follow. But the fact remains that we should also not expect that it will be so, it will be gradual. Okay. So life will begin to return to normal. And the ordinary people, because whether you like it or not, when you say sit at home, those people are more affected at the macro level. Those people who cannot do without earning 1,000 naira per day. If they don't earn their daily bread, they will suffer. So that thing, we thank God that life is beginning to reduce to return to normal for the people of the 5 Southeast states. And let government too also make sure that security is hyped up. All the 5 governors, security. They have to do something about the security, because we should not expect those people who have been used to using the ammunition at their possession to dispossess people, to commit crime under the guise of IPOB. They should be actively engaged in one way or the other. Okay. If they are engaged, if the government can engage them, necessarily arresting them, necessarily creating other avenues, so that they can shift their attention away from, because over the last 5 years, criminality has become the sing song of those people enforcing the sit at home. Because when you enforce such kind of thing, it's criminality that comes in. People kill people at will. Yes. Look at Professor Akuyili and some other people that were, look at the doctor that was eliminated on his way to work to save a life. He ended up ending his own life. So I think the 5 governors of the Southeast should follow the example set by Governor Soludo.
I mean, Biko, this is good news, isn't it?
It is, and this sit at home did not really pay anybody the real sense of the word. It is estimated that the losses incurred as a result of this sit at home is in the region of 17 trillion naira. You know, during the period. The sit at home was instituted in 2021 to protest the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu. Initially, Nnamdi Kanu said, okay, it will be, IPOB said it will be enforced only on days when their leader was being brought to court. But later on, after Eze Chukwuemeka Eri and 2 senators from the Southeast, the late Ifeanyi Ubah and Senator Inaya Baribe, approached him inside his detention facility in the DSS headquarters. He agreed to cancel it outright, and even wrote that proclamation in his hand, so that people will know that, look, this thing has ended, and that it came the directive came from Nnamdi Kanu himself. But in spite of that, enforcers continued to threaten those who would dare to come out on Mondays. Despite the fact that the people who instituted it said, okay, we are no longer doing sit at home. Cultists and other people who had adjudged the struggle, they continue to enforce it. And it's for that reason that many people are reluctant to come out on Mondays. The governors of Abia, Ebonyi, Enugu, Anambra, they have banned this thing. But there are still people reluctant to come out on Mondays. And the average Igbo man likes to open his container
on Mondays.
What this led to was relocation of businesses to neighboring states like Akwa Ibom, like Delta State, Asaba, because Asaba is just a spitting distance
Yes,
to Anambra, to Nisha, Anambra. So Governor Soludo took the right step. And before him, the governor of Enugu State.
Yes, yes.
Coming into office, he said, no, this is a no, we are not going to accept this. So he put his foot on the ground that this will not be tolerated. So if not for Governor Soludo's strict enforcement against the sit-at-home, many people will still be sitting on.
It sent a strong signal.
Yes, and it made them realize that, look, it is now or never. They asked for security, and security has been provided. Since they started going to Nisha Market on Mondays. What has happened? How many people have been killed? You know, that's to say that sometimes this, even this insecurity is just exaggerated and mystified. So people are going, more shops are being opened. There is a lot of foot traffic. People walking around in that big market, and that is what we want to see. Let people be able to earn their living freely. How do you tell people not to? How do people survive if you tell them? There was even a time when they were saying, okay, for days people should sit inside. What will they eat? There are people who live for the day. You understand? There are people who will not survive if they don't work on a given day.
That's true.
They are not inside, they don't work in offices. They are able to feed and cater for their families on every given day that they go out to work. You say everybody should sit inside their houses. How do those people feed? So these are the things, and for an area that is reputed for commerce, because the Igbos are the champions of commerce in our country, champions of trade, champions of commerce in our country. It shouldn't be their region that some people will say, no, don't go to work, sit in your houses. Oh, don't go to school on Mondays. Monday is the beginning of the week. That's when you should go to school. That's when you should go to work. But the report says, okay, there are still, we are yet to get to the level things were before the restriction came. It's normal. It's a gradual thing. With time, more and more people will be confident to come out, open their shops, and transact businesses on Mondays. But I know that things are getting better. Things are definitely getting better, even in the area of security in the southeast.
Exactly. Now, this rebound, BKO talked about the losses going to trillions since this ban started in 2021. With this rebound now, it will translate to higher IGR.
For the states.
For the states.
For the 5 states in the south.
Exactly.
It means they will earn more money.
Earn more money.
Adding it to what the federal government can give them. It also means that a lot of industries that have been comatose will have it will open a new vista of life for businesses in the region, because there are some businesses that are better done on Mondays.
Exactly.
There are some markets that are better done on Mondays. So it is the burden on the side of especially the market. I'm so concerned about the ordinary people on the street who live on the assistance of the market. Even the local governments, they'll be able to collect their tolls.
Exactly, because they operate, they handle the markets. Yes.
So you can imagine how many markets in Nisha alone, talk less of the whole of the 5 states in that state. And as the people that are known for their acumen in trading. So it will increase their IGR. It will also increase the probability of the government improving the standard of living of the people. So I think people should find other ways to vent their agitation rather than crippling the economy of their people. When you cripple the economy of your people, you have already reduced their power and their potential to even agitate in the first instance. Because a hungry man is an angry man. So what are they going to agitate for when they cannot even eat?
How will they find the energy?
How will they find the energy? That is saying that it is the strength from the inside that you use to carry that of the outside. So it is better, and I congratulate the people of the Southeast, because people now, You know that since the end of the IPOP thing, people have been traveling home to December. I know many people in my church that travel home in December. They have not traveled for the past 5 years.
Exactly. All right. We have Adewale calling from Okwela in Edo State. Adewale, are you still with us? Okay. Now, many of these, the traders, some said that the reason they didn't come out, it wasn't because of defiance. They say it was out of fear. Now, do you think the Southeast governors, they've done enough in the area of security, securing that region?
Well, it depends on, I prefer to look at it from the prism of individual governors.
Oh, okay.
As I've said, the situation is not as bad as people are painting.
Okay, just hold that thought. We've just been told that Adewale is with us. Adewale?
Yes, please.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, gentlemen in the studio, I appreciate every comment that everybody is making over there. But truth be told, you have not mentioned something. If the issue of the cost of the seat at home is not actually well addressed by government, it will be difficult to have 100% full compliance from the citizens in the Southeast. Fine, we know that the seat at home has been hijacked. We know that it is not, criminality has entered into it. But we must address the cost of the seat at home and let the rightful people, just as Dr. Soludo is fighting for this thing to end, let him also convince the powers that be on the final solution on this political logjam that has been on ground. Thank God I'm a Southwesterner, I'm not a Southeasterner. But truth must be told. If Nnamdi Kanu's issue is not resolved, this seat at home will still be a difficult issue to resolve 100% total.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. So be careful.
Yeah.
The area of security.
The area of security, there's a need to continue to improve.
Okay.
But as I've said before, sometimes these issues are grossly exaggerated. I traveled after our media chat with Soludo. I traveled from Oka all the way to Enugu without a single policeman, and I was not the only one on the bus. There were others with us. We traveled, you know. There was no security, but nothing happened to us. All through the journey, we wanted to go and catch a flight. Going to Lagos. Man. Some even traveled by road. Some people missed their flight and drove down. Still, they came back. They got to Oka in one piece. So, yes, we want them to continue to improve security. But I know that sometimes these things are exaggerated. And yes, there's a lot of criminality, a lot of kidnapping. You know, but I'm confident that things will get better. The governors are doing very well. You know, Anambra has a Gune chamber, and even the governor of Imo is very aggressive on the issue of security. And he's invested so much on vehicles for the armed forces, for the police. So we can only encourage them to continue to give their best, continue to invest in security, because security has become perhaps the most important matter in our country. And in the coming elections, it will be the biggest talking point. I can bet that it will be the biggest talking point. You know? Yes, so we must continue to work hard. And wherever the governors can find help, wherever President Tinubu can find help, I will support that they go and get that help. Whether it's the Americans or not that will help us waste these good-for-nothing bandits, we will welcome it. Yes. You know? So that's the thing.
All right, gentlemen, let's take a pause. We need to go on this quick break, and when we return, the conversation continues. Don't go away. This is Journalist Hangout.